So Nana, when it comes to the arts, what is your passion?
My passion is dancing. I think that dancing, specifically praise dancing, I think that dancing has a way of connecting people, connecting your audience to the music. So it's a way of connecting the person with the message that is in the music and being able to express it through movement. And I think specifically praise dancing because I like the message that is usually portrayed in those music. I like, uplifting messages. You want to be able to have a message of hope to share with your audience, and being able to make that connection and being able to inspire someone to get closer to God or to just have a relationship with Him is just something that is it's a different feeling. Like, it's very transcending.
And when did you realize this was something you wanted to do wholeheartedly?
I think that I realized this was something I wanted to do wholeheartedly when I became like leading a ministry and having others kind of following, or just not even following, or just having a vision as to seeing what can be and what connecting to other dancers and being able to see other people's passions and seeing their drive for it, and also seeing what can be accomplished when you do bring other dancers together, when you do have one mission, when you have a mission and a goal of just praising God and using your ministry, not just for myself or just something that I'm doing and on my own, but being able to see it done collectively with a group of people.
How did you know this was something you were good at?
I don't think I know necessarily this is something that I was good at. I think that it's something that I am very, I do it tirelessly, or effortlessly. So it's not like a job, or it's not a hassle, or it's just something that instantly kind of clicks. So I think that just being able to kind of make that connection is something that I kind of just connect, maybe, and then seeing that it doesn't click as quickly for other people. Because I always get the question, like, what is praise dancing, or what do you do when it comes to dancing? And it's always very hard for me to explain that it's just a connection, or it's just something that you have to be able to, like, I can listen to the music and automatically, like, stuff just starts coming in my head, or just being able to start a dance and just being able to see a vision, or being able to see how I can connect whatever message is in the song to the audience through dancing.
What are some obstacles that you've encountered?
Some obstacles that I've encountered is, one of them I kind of mentioned already, is just people not being able to see praise dancing as really either a ministry, or people not seeing it as real dancing. And that's just something that, you constantly have to like battle and fight and try to explain, like, it is a ministry, because I've been in rooms where, you're dancing and you're connecting with your audience. I'm able to minister and see the impact and influences that dancing does. And sometimes, like, being able to be in places where people are like, this song that you've ministered to it really influenced me to go look up the music, meditate on it, and think about it, which is just something that, as anybody who's ministering, that's what you want. You want to give that person that drive to go on and to just be like, this really, inspired me to X, Y, Z, whatever that is. So that's definitely one obstacles that I faced, or just people, dancing and saying, what's the difference between this dance and praise dancing, or what's the difference between what I'm doing now in terms of like salsa dancing versus praise dancing. So being able to explain that is something that I've always like tried to not let it be a hurdle, but it's been an obstacle. Yeah.
You said you listen to the lyrics and things like that. Is that how you perfect your craft? What are ways that you perfect it?
I I think, yeah, that is definitely one of the ways. Just being able to meditate on the song, being able to see it in different lights, being able to just listen to it more often, and not just the words. I feel as though like music is very powerful, so being able to listen to the music as well, and just being able to connect to it before I even like step on the stage, or just repeatedly listening to the same song over and over again.
How do you physically prepare?
I think I practice a lot. I'm getting a little old, so so I try to kind of like just keep dancing, keep moving, stay active, so that way like I'm not like exhausted. When we have our concerts, we fast. We will just fast to something that'll help us just to kind of like, because it's what you put in your body is, you know, like very important. So just being able to eat healthy, and just being able to get in a mindset of, you know, discipline and, you know, getting your body ready.
And have you reached your all-time goal when it comes to praise dancing?
No, because I think that I would love to see like a center for praise dancing, like a one-stop kind of like shop where people can come. Just like it's praise dancing. You can get your praise dance uniforms. You can get like stuff that prepares you for it. Be able to come in and get uplifted, and just being able to come in and just like perfect your craft. I feel as though sometimes, like especially praise dancers, they don't, you know, people who praise dance, or even myself as well, like we don't take the time to actually perfect the dance part. Yes, you can praise dance, you can do this, but being able to have like the proper attires, I don't think there's enough of that around. So I would love to be able to create something like that, a place where like, you know, praise dancers especially can come and have like dance uniforms, have like dance rooms for you to practice in, uplifting areas, something like a one-stop shop center.
Awesome. That's awesome. Do you see that in your near future?
We'll work on it. It's definitely something that I've thought of, but I've never really, you know, pursue it. But it's definitely something that I wish, you know, like, you know how you look, oh, I wish we had like an area, or even when we're having dances, I'm like, I wish there was, not even purchased, we have one dance coming up, I wish there was a place I can go and just like rent this uniform, or go there and get this information, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Just little things like that.
So if there's a young person right now who's listening to you, who would be listening to you speak on this, and they want to give up because they feel as though they're not hitting it, they're not doing it, they don't like how they look when they praise dance, they feel discouraged, what would you tell them?
I definitely tell them, like, don't give up. When it comes to dancing, especially dancing is it takes a lot of from your body. A lot of people, they don't realize that it's not just, you know, you get up there and you dance, whatever. Because with dancing, if I'm on the treadmill, I'm tired in like 5 minutes. I can dance from like morning to night. If it's something that you just feel as though like you have the drive to keep going and you can keep going, don't stop, don't give up on that dream or that hope. Or and also, like I had said before, like with dancing, with praise dancing or any type of dancing, it just takes a lot of practice. So I've always encouraged like girls, if you can, look for some free classes, get some free training, because what ends up happening is it's not that you can't, you'll get to train yourself to dance better, but what happens is when you're praise dancing, because you've already had like some kind of technique, you've already, you know, took a couple of classes, even if it's 1 or 2 free classes, you get the freedom to focus more on the music. You get the freedom to focus more on the words. You get the freedom to actually minister, you know, and not have to be like, oh my gosh, you know, like, I'm not the best dancer, blah, blah, blah. You have time. You you have time to work on it, and you know, like everything is like one step at a time. It doesn't just happen. You don't just wake up and then you're inspired by the music and you're a great dancer.
I want to thank you, Nana, for this interview.
How was it? We're done?
Yeah.
I can go?